Good morning. Mike Weber here again. There's an old saying that the only thing that ever drove me to a drink or a drug was my truck. Uh, some truth to that, I guess. In other words, my wife didn't drive me to drinking, nothing, what drove me to drinking was childhood trauma. Now, there are those who maybe went into their adult years before they ended up addicted to drugs. And so, what's the story there? Well, my research on this is brand new, but I'll tell you what I've got so far. Generally, and I get people like this, they say, well, if you're one of those people that thinks you became addicted to drugs because of an injury, well, I'm going to challenge that because there are plenty of people that get injuries and get put on pain medication and do not end up addicted. I'll go back to my scenario is if you take me with a predisposition to addiction and you take a person who is not and you strap us to a gurney, you shoot us up with heroin for 3 or 4 days, we're both going to be physically addicted. The difference is the person that is normal, if you can use that word, is going to scream to get their life back. I'm going to thank you for finding mine. What I mean to say is that I lost 5 fingers, right? And they were very painful. They put me on pain medication throughout all of them. And back then it was Vicodin. But see, here's the deal. I didn't take them as prescribed. I didn't, because to me, if I didn't feel that warm, fuzzy feeling, they weren't working. It took me forever to understand that a non-narcotic pain reliever actually works, like ibuprofen, Toradol, stuff like that, because you just couldn't convince me. Now, you take an individual who's never done drugs, maybe drank a little bit, something like that, and then they end up with a major surgery and have to be on prolonged pain management. I can understand why they may become addicted because they too really don't understand how to take it. I would challenge anyone to honestly say they took the medication as prescribed, because pain medication as prescribed is specifically prescribed not to create an addiction in you. But so how did they get through their life without touching drugs? Well, here's the thing. Like in my life, when I was playing Little League Baseball, I was happy. It got me out of the chaos in my mind. I was part of something. I overachieved. We overachieved not to please anybody else but ourselves. Uh, I would do Little League, football, basketball, whatever. Well, that all ran out for me pretty quickly at ninth grade. Some people could carry that into their stuff like that, whether they're passionate about music or whether they're passionate about, they found something to fill that hole in their soul to take them away from the normality that they didn't have. We're all seeking normal. And so if they had a chaos at home, they would go to play sports, or they would go to a debate team, whatever. They would get involved in something that filled that hole for a while. Then they find themselves in an injury and they're taking pain medication and everything changes, right? So, now I could be wrong. Again, this is new research for me. I'm going to keep on it. But even in those people that didn't start addiction or substance use till late in their life, if I dig deep enough, I always find that childhood trauma. Just saying. Anyway, everybody have a great day. It is Thursday, and I hope all are doing well. Always remember that God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. And He loves you, so do I, and not much you can do about that. Peace.